What's Rubble do? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's not fine. Good game! Merfolk beats combo! Hey, how's it going? Before I talk about this deck list, I want to talk to you about maybe like the past week or so of my experience in the Explorer format. I was very excited to play Mono Green Hardened Scales Merfolk Explorer package. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. I didn't think it was going to be like tier 1 or anything, but I was having a good time. And then Discover Dinosaur combo happened with Geological Appraiser, and that deck's pretty dumb. It definitely took over the meta real fast. I've been playing it as well. You know, I'm no better than anyone else. But I just thought it was very interesting how it took about like 2 days for that deck to go mainstream from the time that I saw it in like someone else's video. And then it took about 2 more days for the deck to become the entire meta, where the only good game, you could call it, that I was seeing was just the mirror match, and people were like holding up removal against each other versus like just going straight for the combo. And then 2 more days later, after I've been playing that combo deck as well, the meta started to like adapt to it being everywhere. I saw a lot more like weird main deck stuff like Roiling Vortex or the Weathered Runestone, or there's the white card that costs white that says like you can only cast like one non-creature spell per turn. And so I even actually lost a combo game against Simic Merfolk when they were on the play, and I lost on my turn 3 combo when they cast Tishana's Tidebinder. And so that started me thinking about maybe we could make a like a tempo flash Merfolk deck to just absolutely destroy the combo decks, and then also have a pretty good matchup against the control decks as well. Obviously, you can't counter spell Supreme Verdict, but other than that, I think this deck is very well positioned in the meta right now. Like maybe for the next 2 days or something, because it just shuts down combo and it's pretty good against control. So without further ado, here's my Merfolk tempo deck. So I'm just going to go down the list. 1-drops include Benthic Biomancer, notably. This card is a wizard. This card is a Merfolk. He can adapt 1. That's not super exciting, but you can do it at instant speed while you're holding up counterspell. Maybe they don't go for it. We're also playing Mistcaller, who is pretty cool, notably a Merfolk wizard, 1-drop. Sacrifice Mistcaller until end of turn. If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. I do have a lot of notes down here that I'm going to look at. I want to make sure that you understand real quick. To discover is to cast. To mutate is to cast. And then like escaping is casting as well. But what seemingly unassuming 1-drop does hit a lot of stuff in the meta right now. Let me tell you about it. You can sacrifice this creature to exile the target from Eldritch Evolution, which put on the battlefield. You can exile a Reanimator spell on Greasefang. You can interrupt a Transmogrify combo. This card shuts down Collected Company and Court of Calling, which isn't just elves. There's also an Explorer combo. You can shut down Arclight Phoenix. Not that I've seen that for a while. And also, this also hits Kayla's Reconstruction, which is shutting down Angels. And then I've even seen that in the Explorer get to 20 power, destroy everything else combo deck as well. And the last little note I have right here is it also shuts down Enigmatic Incarnation or Incantation for the Yorion deck. And so it's kind of boring just as a 1-1, but it certainly has a lot of utility in the meta right now. We're also playing 2 Slip Out the Back. I'm going to cut over here really fast. The Octopus. I might have moved it. Give me 1 sec. I was playing C-Octopus. I was playing like 2 of, because a lot of the inspiration from this deck came from Spirits and the old Simic Flash, if you remember that one. And so we're not playing, obviously, Curious Obsession, or I think the other one's called Combat Research. That fits better in Spirits because they have evasion, they're going to be attacking, and they also have access to Geist Light Snare. So they are extremely rewarded for going 1-drop Spirit, 1-drop Enchantment, holding up 1 mana. I'm sure you've seen it before. And so obviously we want to draw cards to have card advantage, but this card just hasn't been hitting right. I've never found the right time to cast it, and so I figured instead of drawing more cards, we can draw a card, so to say, not even, by just keeping our cards on the battlefield. And I also feel like we need more 1 mana interaction. So hey, there you go. That's what I'm trying right now. This is still a work in progress, just so you know. 2-drops include Brineborn Cutthroat. This is like pretty much our main big body beater. 2/1 for 2 flash whenever we cast a spell during an opponent's turn. Put a ++1 counter. That's all you need to know. I am playing 2 Jwari Disruption because I think we're on 21 land, and this will be lands 22 and 23. So you could put this down turn 1 if you have to. I just feel like we need a little bit more dense concentration of counterspells other than just the 2 playsets that we're running of Make Disappear, Wizard's Retort. We'll get there. We are playing 4 copies of Make Disappear. You can casualty 1 to double up on the copy of the spell. You can just sack one of these like little guys, not a big deal. We're also playing 4 of Vodalian Hexcatcher. This is another flash body. All of our creatures have flash. This is all of the blue Flash Merfolk, except for like the ones that cost like 5 mana. And so we can also, other Merfolk you control get +1/+1. You can sacrifice a Merfolk to counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. And so you can play this guy in response to an opponent doing turn 3 Dinosaur Discover Combo with Geological Appraiser. Just sack your Benthic Biomancer, counter the Eldritch Evolution. We're also playing 4 Merfolk Tricksters, one of the best Merfolk I ever played with. Flash 2/2 for 2, enters battlefield, tap target creature, it loses all abilities until end of turn. This is just to make sure we don't die. This does kill a couple of things. Maybe you will, maybe you won't see them. It does kill Star creatures like the Regal Bunnycorn, Beanstalk Giant, Catilda, and the Myco Tyrant. Those aren't like super meta, but they are around. And then it can also really mess with Adeline and Haughty Jin with regards to taking away their attack points. So this card's pretty good. We're playing 3 copies of Tishana's Tidebinder, which is a 3/2 for 3 flash. When she enters the battlefield, counter up to 1 target activated or triggered ability. If an ability of an artifact, creature, or planeswalker is countered this way, that permanent loses all abilities for as long as she remains on the battlefield. And so you can use this to counter the Discover trigger that comes from the Geological Appraiser. And we don't necessarily want their body sticking on the battlefield, but look at all the different ways that we have to interrupt the combo. So anyway, we have a couple more coming. So I think this card's pretty good. It's still very new. I think 4 copies is probably correct because we don't have a super high amount of creatures. 27. Oh, I'm a tribal player. That seems low to me. We're also playing 3 Brazen Borrower. I'm sure you've seen it before. Petty Theft. We can bounce a non-land permanent. We can bounce the Geological Appraiser before it would hit with the clone spell that would copy it. The clone will probably just go straight to hand. Or we can also take away their ability to resolve the spell Eldritch Evolution by removing their target for sacrificing a creature. And so they'll just put that one in hand as well, but they probably can't cast it. Playing 4 off Wizard's Retort. I kind of forgot to tell you. I think this is the only non-wizard that we're playing. This one's a Merfolk Wizard. This one's a Merfolk Wizard. This one likes to sacrifice with a Merfolk. This one's a Merfolk Wizard. And so we're basically just playing Counterspell a lot of the time in this deck. I think that this is enough of a Counterspell suite. I did a little bit of studying of like Spirits. They play like 8 counterspells. They have about like 8 counterspell creatures. I looked at Simic Flash. They played like 16 counterspells. That was a little bit different story. I was telling my buddy I'm built different. And so we have our 4, 8, 9, 10 like hard counterspells, and then we also have this one and this one and this one, which can counterspell a lot of I don't know, relevant, interesting stuff. And so as for the lands, 17 islands. I only want 1 Otawara because I don't feel like we need 2. I don't want to mess with the mana base anymore. I think I'd rather have Jwari. We already have bounce. You can play 4 of this if you want. And then I'm also playing 3 Cavern of Souls, and this is just to boost up our matchup against all the control magic that's showing up to handle the combo. And so this will help us out against control. This will help us out against spirits. I think we might be a little soft against spirits. And I also beat Delver on the play turn 2 flip Delver yesterday with Cavern of Souls. And so then this is basically our payoff for staying within tribal creature type, along with Vodalian Hexcatcher, which is a lord, and we could sack other Merfolk to make a 1 counter target non-creature spell unless control plays 1. Sorry, spacing out there for a sec. And so I think that's pretty much where I want to be. 21 lands might be too low, but I really don't want to like get rid of any of this stuff. I really wish I could play that Octopus as well, but I feel like we should probably play Slip Out the Back instead. Anyway, I haven't really built a sideboard. This is just going to be best of 1, but these are some cards that you could consider if you were interested in building this deck yourself. Dispel, counter target instant spell. Minor misstep, counter target spell with mana value 1 or less, so this hits the combo. Wash Away, pretty interesting, cute card. You can so basically it's a 1 blue counter target spell, and then you can pay blue counter target spell that wasn't cast from its owner's hand. Obviously, this hits the combo. Deeproot Pilgrimage, pretty cool. I'll read it to you real quick. 1 and a blue enchantment. Whenever one or more non-token Merfolk you control become tapped, create a 1/1 blue Merfolk creature token with hexproof. So I feel like this should probably be a 4-of playset in the sideboard. I don't think it's going to fit just like straight up in the main board, but we are kind of like weak. Weak aggro, weak beatdown unless this thing just gets going real fast. So far it hasn't been a problem. Like I've lost a couple of games to like mono black. That'll happen. I haven't seen like green. I haven't seen like green red. I haven't seen like big body. I haven't seen humans. And so this would give us way more beatdown power by going wide. The problem is that you want to resolve a spell on your main phase for 2 mana, and that's pretty much not what we're doing. Everything has flash in the whole deck, except for these guys, I think. But it still might be correct. I'll definitely look into that more. Test of Talents, great sideboard card. Urtai's Scorn. So I was pretty much looking at Wizard's Retort, Urtai's Scorn, and Wash Away as my 1 blue counter target spell. And then they all have the capacity to become cheaper. This one cheapens if it hits the combo, but I kind of want a little bit more versatility. I'm not only here to beat the combo. We can already beat the combo quite easily. And so it's pretty much Urtai's Scorn, which the spell costs blue less to cast if an opponent casts 2 or more spells this turn, counter target spell. And so if they already cast something, you could cast this for 1 blue. That's quite desirable, especially with Cavern of Souls, which does not tap for blue for counter spells. But I felt like Wizard's Retort was the more reliable option, with all you have to do is have a wizard. Let's see how many we have. 20. Pretty good. March of Swirling Mist. This is pretty much to beat Supreme Verdict, because that's just my personal player type, as I like to play lots of creatures and I hate when they get blown up. And then this can also blank their defenders, so you can swing in for lethal. Maybe we need some more 1 mana bounce. Maybe we need some more 1 mana bounce. This creature's pretty cool. I want more 1 mana interaction. It's not a Merfolk, but it is a wizard. So haven't tried that one yet. Maybe Spell Pierce, maybe Aether Gust, maybe Mystical Dispute, maybe Syncopate. Let's jump into the games. We go first. Some counter spells available. That's a keep. Island, Benthic Biomancer, pass the turn. Next turn, we'll hold up Make Disappear and Vodalian Hexcatcher. Temple of Malice. Do you think they're on the combo? See if they play a blue land and punish me for not playing Cavern of Souls. They could be on combo. Naming Merfolk, combat, swing, damage, end turn. They do not Magma Opus, so we might be looking at black-red control. I kind of expect to maybe see a Fable. Okay, they're 3 colors. Could still be combo. My turn. I will go shields down for Brineborn because that's our best beatdown and I want him there. And we technically still have a shield up right now. If they play a 3 mana spell, we can sack our 1/1. They're thinking about it. Trumpeting Carnosaur is an ability. It is confirmed combo. Yeah, this is fine. Play this. Go to combat, swing. Pass turn. Holding up Counterspell to counterspell the combo. And if they don't, we can Vodalian. Alternatively, we might Vodalian and sack a dude. Who knows? Looks like they might be screwed on their 4th land. The 4th land is human. Geological Appraiser cannot be countered. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh no. Can't be countered. Oh, anyway. Play... Oh, we can flash it. Three-two, still a 3-2, becomes a 4-3, still trades. Do I slip? Cast this. Still trades. Go to damage. End of the turn. So, opponent could do it now. Or 2, 3, 4, we can do this to make him bigger. If all goes well, we could put opponent very low. Might even hit another Vodalian Hexcatcher. Not what we're looking for. We'll pass out. We'll pass along the slip out the back, as this can. These can both beat the combo, so I'm feeling pretty good about where we're standing right now. We'll be holding all of our mana. We will not be adapting again. Opponent holding priority. Swinging for 6, opponent at 9. Go to damage. They're going to Carnosaur. Do we... Nah, can't go shields down. Can't go shields down. We gotta take that one. We have one more mana, because we could have Tishana's Tidebinder to cancel this activated ability. However, what if they hit land, and what if they play another dinosaur? My turn. I think I'm gonna do this. To put lethal on board, another Tishana's, go to combat, swing. Merfolk beats combo! Opponent goes first, Mistcaller, Hexcatcher, 2 Brazen Borrowers, that's fine. Black mana, Hopeless Nightmare. Pitch a land. Hopefully we see enough of those. We'll play the Mistcaller, we'll pass the turn. Another Hopeless Nightmare. We will discard the... I guess the Brazen Borrower. Kind of want to hold up a counterspell. Even though this card is 2 cards, which is pretty good. Opponent does nothing. I will cast Vodalian Hexcatcher. Maybe they're holding removal. In which case, I will probably sack this dude unless it's just a fatal push. Go for the throat. We'll activate the ability. We'll target this spell. We'll sacrifice this Merfolk. This one's better. Third land. Go to swings. Pass turn. It would be nice to see 4th land. Cast Merfolk Trickster. Opponent's land screwed. Shielded's Edict. Does the same thing whether or not I counterspell it. Cavern, Merfolk. Or should we name Fairy? Probably not necessary. Go to combat. Pass turn. Holding up Counterspell, holding up Brazen Borrower. Go blank. We can counter it, or we can just cast our dude. So we can keep Brazen Borrower for later. I think we're going for it. And then he can just have that. So we're in top deck mode. Not what we want to see. Pass to opponent. Put a little stop over here to fake counterspell. I don't know what this does. It's a 2-mana artifact, and as a battlefield, or put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Opponent at 10. Showing us white mana. Pass to us. Island. I think we're going for it for that 1 point of damage, but might get super punished by a board wipe. We'll see what happens. Opponent holding Fatal Push down to potentially 4. Fatal Push. Trying to keep our clock, even though he might do something devious now that we gave up our ability to sacrifice that 1 Merfolk to counter that spell, and then now sacrifice 1 Merfolk to potentially counter this 4 and or 5 mana spell. They have to do something. Destroy all creatures. Well, wouldn't have worked anyway. Oh, didn't do anything. Well, we'll swing first, and we'll cast this, and I'll adapt on his turn to make it big enough to swing for lethal. Opponent on 5 mana, 2 cards in hand. Thinking about whether or not they have an out or not, because if they had a sick play, they would probably show us. Let's check this one out. Maybe they're holding white. Gaia Reach Sanitarium, 3. Draw and discard. So maybe we got him. So the drawing and the discarding is the same part of the same ability. I was trying to sneak a little adapt in there. Good game! Opponent goes first. Mistcaller, Cutthroat. No real counterspell. I already hit keep, so we're keeping. So right now, Mistcaller's the only way we can interact with a combo right now. Looks like a combo. They can like bounce this thing, but I kind of don't think they'll do that right now. And then if we maybe bounce to interrupt the combo. Definitely not afraid of flash. Go to damage. End the turn. Opponent will make a token. Opponent does not make a token. Here is our chance. Third land. Swing. Perhaps they will try to kill it with a Carnosaur. Shark Typhoon. Do we want to? They don't play Shark Typhoon in the Dinosaur combo deck, do they? I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I think the safest bet we have right now is just let this thing die. And we can see what opponent's doing. If this was a best of 3, maybe I'd play a little differently. But we could still flash creatures, we could still interact with the combo right now. So it's looking like blue-red control, which is not super usual right now. Let's see what happens when we try this. Hopefully there's no counterspell, hopefully there's a big ol' removal spell. You can, okay. You can remove it if you want. Swing. So this might be like Big Gear Hulk actually casting Magma Opus type of deck, Shark Typhoon. Go to blocks. Slip out the back. Or bounce. I know that we could have bounced and put 2 damage in. I'm having my mental stack is overloaded. I want it to live. We'll do this. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry, okay? We could have done 2 more damage. My turn. Do another one. Oh, it is? Oh, maybe it's big combo? I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this yet, my bad. Maybe there's some new shit that I don't know about. We'll play this one. Triggers this. I expect to slip something out the back. There it is. So it looks like we will probably be missing, if it resolved, it looks like we'd be missing one of those +1/+1 counters because it would count as not existing. Swing. Pass. We can go Cutthroat, Cutthroat. Opponent on a shitload of mana. Yeah, that's fine. That's not fine. Pretty cool little stack there. So we both have a 3/2. Hiya. This will always trade. He doesn't want to trade. Pass turn. Opponent on 7 mana. Could swing. Pass to me. Brineborn Cutthroat. Brineborn Cutthroat. Opponent at 3, 6, 7, 8. It's not time. Yeah, okay. Big swings. Oh. Well, okay. I was thinking about putting this one down, but we have to hold this one up, so there you go. Pass turn. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. What's Rubble do? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's not fine. Good game! Merfolk beats combo. Opponent goes first. No 1-drop. We could put a Jwari down if we want. Can we stop the combo? We have Jwari. Disappear. Hexcatcher. And so if they go land, land, and then we go land, land, and then they make the treasure token, we'll hold the combo stopper, but if they don't, then we'll cast Cutthroat. And we don't yet have mana for... Okay, doesn't matter. Switching brain gears, Thoughtseize. Opponent inside of our brain. Always say hello. So it looks to me like the meta has shifted again. It's been about 2 days since the last 2 days that I talked about in the intro. Looks like everybody's just playing black now. We'll go Cavern and we'll play our 1-drop and pass turn. Black-red. We'll see what kind of black-red. Doesn't look like the old version. Go to swings. Swing for 1. Damage. Pass turn. Opponent's turn to do something. They do not. Opponent's turn to show 3rd land. They do. Will you cast into Jwari? Because you should. There's the Fable. Jwari. Pass. My turn. Beautiful 3rd land. Combat. Swing. Pass the turn. Should I have saved it for Shieldred? Maybe. That hits. I'll go Brineborn. My turn. Benthic. I think I'm going to bounce in what this says, Ward, discard a card, which is pretty bad, but here's the thing. This card's pretty good against Flash because we want to not cast a spell and then it's going to flip and that's bad. So we're in an awkward spot. Yep, that's fine. And I could have played the 1-drop right now, but I think I'd rather have these more relevant 2-drops. Maybe we'll hit a 4th land. We can also start hitting in the air as well. Coming back. That's fine. My turn. Do I want to hold Jwari for Shieldred? Yes. Combat. Offer the trade. Vodalian Hexcatcher for the trade. Go to damage. End the turn. Shields are down for Shieldred. Only a Blood Tithe Harvester. And if they go for this guy's throat, we can just sack the Mistcaller. I'm beating down right now. Do I want to cast Merfolk Trickster and then swing? That would be 2, 3 damage, or we can hold Brazen Borrower and Jwari. Offer the trade. Damage. End the turn. Opponent goes for the throat. We will sacrifice the Mistcaller. Pass turn. It's nighttime, even though that guy is no longer here. Day and night's still around. Shieldred is here. Good thing we are holding Jwari. Opponent gonna kill our dude. Guess what? Guess what? That's fine. It would be worse if you put it on this guy. Blood Tithe. Makes a blood. So pretty much, I want to kill him with Brazen Borrower. And right now he's showing me a cool way that he can kill the Brazen Borrower. So I'd rather just go tricky, tricky, tricky. And then try to eat some of his interaction. And then Brazen Borrower later, hopefully once he spends this on this. Thoughtseize! I think I'd rather... Damn, that's a good one. Cast Trickster, tap his dude, he'll kill it in response, he'll kill our dude. We're in the same spot, and then he takes away the Trickster or the Tishana. Or, we could, yeah. Or we could cast the Tishana's Tidebinder now. But that's just a 3-2, whereas this is a 2-2 that taps. Would you like to respond to my ability? No. So he's got 2 cards in hand, and we're looking at dealing 4 damage, unless he plays Big Body Shieldred or another Graveyard Trespasser. Big Graveyard Trespasser, gaining life. It is in fact night time. Cast this. It's your go. Targeting this. Yes, that's fine. Discarding a card. Discarding a card. Swinging for 4. Damage. Opponent does not activate their blood token. Opponent has 1 card. It's a good one. That can block our Brazen Borrower. That sucks. Why is he playing that? Good job, opponent. Opponent swings. So, Vodalian Hexcatcher off the top, and we win the game. That's not the one. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that he gains life. End turn. So they'll probably activate their man land. Or if they're smart, they'll hold their man land. That's fine. This does what when it swings? 6, 10. Oh, please don't hit me. Any target! Creature or Planeswalker. Yeah, that's a good game. Damn, pretty close one. Good game. We go first. Some cool Flash Merfolk. Okay, sure, whatever. No 1-drop. No counter spells. But we could beat pretty hard, and we could still stop the combo with this. Opponent is not on combo. Or maybe they are. Opponent showing white. Okay, it's Angels. Oh, can't swing. But what we can do is Tishana's their gain life. Youthful Valkyrie. Resolves. Kind of don't like that. Kind of don't like that either. Am I trading my Lord for that? I think I am. Opponent holding priority. Okay, here's a 4th land. They can kill this, but they probably won't. Block. Damage. Pass turn. So if they go land Coco, that would be pretty sick. Okay, that's fine. So it looks like we're going Tishana's again. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Fuck. Here's the deal. If an ability of an artifact, creature, or planeswalker is countered this way, that permanent loses all abilities for as long as this remains on the battlefield. So what I should have done is... It's too late now. Okay, so we'll let that grow. Go to swings. That's fine. Naming Merfolk. Combat. Attack. Pass turn. Damage. Get in for 10. Pass turn. And enters the battlefield. It's not on cast. Okay. Collected Company. Casting. Tishana's Tidebinder. Making our dude bigger. And then we will be countering this. The real question is, what's the sack? Is it Lord? It's two cards. If they're just 3/2s, they can't swing, and the 2/2s don't swing, but a 6/5 is pretty big. No swings from opponent. A beautiful chump from opponent, making a spirit token. End the turn. So we'll grow our Brineborn by one more possible counter. Opponent starting to gain life. Youthful Valkyrie. Opponent gains a... Oh! Tishana's Tidebinder gave him the ability back. Well, that's pretty much a good fucking game, isn't it? This is one of the stupidest decks I've ever seen. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? They'll just take it, they don't care. So we're looking for another Coco, so we can just counter it. Or the Kayla's, I don't know what it's called, dude, like Kayla's Reconstruction or something like that, the white Coco. Oh no, holding priority. This is what I like, though. An awkward stalled board state with creatures on it. Love that shit. Opponent swings for 2 in the air. No blocks. Naming Merfolk. Combat. Swings. Opponent jumping. Play the Benthic Bio. Go to combat. Swing like this. Damage. End the turn. Righteous Valkyrie. Basically just trying to hit Wizard's Retort. That's not it. Opponent gains a ton of life. Bing, bing, bing. Trickster. Swing, they'll just gain it all back. But at least we can turn off the ability to gain a little bit of life from one of their dudes. Damage. End the turn. Opponent at a big 7 mana. They're thinking about it. They got one card, swinging both. Go to blocks, no blocks, pass the damage. Could have eaten one of those. We'll go Trickster to push in more damage. Pumping our dudes. Bing bing. Tap this. Opponent concedes. Good game. I'm pretty sure they would have beat us there. We go first, one land. Okay, this is more playable. We'll just pitch a 1-drop. Island, Benthic Bio, go. So we're pretty much just slamming Brineborn on turn 2. So it's Angels again. The real question is, do we cast Vodalian Hexcatcher? Or do we adapt? Because I kind of think we should just adapt. And then we're not playing Brineborn on turn 2, but that's okay. We want the third land. I don't think we need this. Well, it does beat out Coco and Chord of Calling and Kayla's Reconstruction. What would we pitch? The land? Because I really want land. I'll pitch the Mistcaller. Doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. So hopefully we can like draw some counterspells or something. We are playing a completely different deck. +1/+1 for each creature card in his graveyard. And he can like Birthing Pod with it. You won't. Damage. End turn. X green. Tap. So we can hold up Tishana's for that. What does it do? I'm sorry. Sacrifice another creature. Another Fiend Artisan. That's fine. That's fine. Go to swings. My turn. Brineborn. Another land. Swings. Damage. Pass the turn. So Brineborn can start getting big this turn, hopefully. We'll see what he's about. I'm actually not familiar with this deck. I kind of expect it might be Explore Combo. So I'm learning. I'll ride alongside you here. Opponent thinking about it. Hold in priority. The fourth land. Do it. Activate Fiend Artisan for X = 3. X. Golgari. Tap. Sack another creature. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less. Put it onto the battlefield and shuffle. Guess what? I'll counter your ability. So basically killing your sacked creature. And guess what? It doesn't have any more abilities. This one is a 1/1 as long as this one is still here. Combat. Swing out. He'll double block. We will Vodalian Hexcatcher. Yeah, I know, dude. It's a 1/1. Nice, dude. Anyway. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Pass turn. Opponent will have to have a huge play. Oh, that's a pretty good play. And if I can count, then that's game. Get rid of the blocker. growing our guy, sacrificing a Merfolk. We will target this. I think it has to be this one, right? Goodbye. Thank you for your service. And that's lethal on the board, baby. Unless he has like Fatal Push. Nah, that's still it. Good game. That was sick. Opponent goes first, 1 land, that's the ball. Oh, I guess we could Jwari, but... Can we afford to go tapped land turn 1 on the draw? Then what are we doing? Brineborn? Then what? This does not bring joy. 1 drop, 2 drops, pitching one of these. Holding Wizard's Retort. Holding Wizard. So this card's kind of too slow on the draw because I have to be doing all this other stuff. That's kind of the problem with tempo decks like Blue Spirits. If you're on the draw, it kind of sucks. If you're on the play, it's busted overpowered. Not the only deck archetype like that. I think I'll put back Trickster. Oh, but I would need Wizard's Retort at 2. Oh, we have Wizard. Okay. Trickster is the pick. Mistcaller. Pass the turn. My turn. Maybe we could see a Cavern off the top. That would be pretty cool. End the turn. We will go Brineborn here, as we're the beatdown. They are the control, even though they went first. Kind of sucks. So maybe we'll see an Absorb here. Discontinuity. As long as it is your turn. Costs 4 less to cast. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Well, hey, there you go. So it's taking turns deck. That's wild, dude. I kind of want to think about that. As long as it's his turn, he can counter the spell and end the turn for 2, 4, 5, 6. As long as it's his turn. Okay, that's wild. I haven't like played tempo against that before. We'll go Hexcatcher here. Opponent thinking about it, holding priority, as those control players love to do. Who built your deck for you, bro? Is it your first time playing your deck? Hey, nice. Here's the deal. We're getting rid of those. A pass of the turn. Opponent showing 5th land. Shocking. I guess bolting in their land. You got another one, bro? And so, pretty much, the only thing we're super afraid of is Supreme Verdict, which is a lame card. And also, I don't have any of the Blue March in the main board, which is the only way to deal with that. There's also not Remand, but there's like a Remand type card. So maybe we'll see the 4-mana white Planeswalker, the Wandering Emperor. Bonk, bonk. End the turn. Opponent shocked in their land for something. Memory Deluge. I don't know about that one, dog. And we're still holding Wizard's Retort. for a 5 or 6 mana sweeper like Farewell is at 6 mana. We definitely get blown the F up by a Supreme Bird. We're going, dude. Blessed by Top Deck God. Getting pretty close to lethal. Teferi. Nah. So, worst case scenario, we just flash in the Brazen Borrower. Nice tapped land. I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to do it. You got 3 cards, bro. What you got? A real counterspell? Absorb? Disallow. And we need another wizards off the top. Maybe enough. Bonk bonk. Bonk bonk. Show me a hand of 2 lands. Okay. Not what I wanted to see.
I won't hide from the world any longer.
So he can draw a card or he can bounce my dude. Bounce my dude. That's fine. Vodalian Hexcatcher off the top? Almost. Should I do it now? Immune to sorcery speed removal. Opponent draws a card.
We need to move quickly.
Opponent at 1. Opponent at 1 life. Let's see what you got. Tapped land. Opponent with 2 cards. And maybe we can hit a Wizard's Retort off the top. 2 more in deck. They're thinking about it. What if they only have 2 lands in their hand? Come on, dude. Pass turn. It's your go. Oops. It's your go. Nice. Cycling. Pretty good. Is it my turn? Did I win? Is it my turn yet? Did I win? Is it my turn yet? Did I win? Are you gonna discontinuity me? Yo, let's go! Good enough, huh? Aw, yeah, dude. Aw, yeah. How's the deck? I don't know, dude. Where's all the combos? Where's all the combo decks? Dude, it was different 2 days ago. That's our food. We're fighting to survive. Where's the food? At least we got that serotonin hit from that last game, that victory. Love it when Control whiffs, drawing 3 cards in a row at the end of the game. Anyway, let's talk about it. Benthic Biomancer. This card's pretty boring, but it is a wizard. And it does sacrifice to Vodalian Hexcatcher. Mistcaller. This card's also pretty boring, except for that 1 or 2 games where the combo deck was like super sweating based on we just played a silly little 1-drop. Slip out the back. I don't know. I don't know. We'll never know. what opponent had in their hand in the last game. Maybe they only had sorcery speed removal, and that's why we won. We'll never know. It could be dive down. It could be shore up. Brineborn Cutthroat, this card's pretty good, but it kind of sucks on the draw. But he's like busted on the play. I think we beat that Angels deck as well because he kept getting huge. Jwari's pretty good. I like this card. Yeah. Make disappear. This card's fine. I kind of want more hard removal. Hard counters. Vodalian Hexcatcher. This card's pretty good. Yeah, this card's very versatile. It has a high cost though. Without this one, it has a high cost. So that's definitely something to think about. Spoiler alert, I spent like $10 buying wild cards, so it'll take me a minute to get this play set, because I'm not trying to do that again. I used to play Magic Duels. Some of you might remember losing all of your cards in that one. Didn't spend money there, thank God. Deep-Root Pilgrimage would make this way different, even reminiscent of like a Lol Mage Mentor. But yeah, pretty versatile. Merfolk Trickster, chef's kiss, baby. It's one of the best cards ever made, in my opinion. I like a little bit weaker cards. Tishana's Tidebinder, awesome, dude. Especially when we went up against that Fiend Artisan. That was really funny. Brazen Borrower, pretty damn good, dude. I know it's not a Merfolk, but 3/1 flyer in the air is pretty good. It might even go up to 4 mana, 4 copies. I feel like I need more 1 mana plays. Maybe I just need more land. Wizard's Retort, this is my favorite counterspell, dude. 1 Otawara, good. Cavern, good. Island, good. How's the deck? I don't know, man. Or ladies, or non-binaries. It's like fine. It like destroys combo. But did the combo already get pushed out of the meta in 6 days, 7 days? I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep playing more. Because trust me, dude, even like 2 hours ago, before I started recording, there was combo everywhere. But now it's just all mono black control. So I don't know. Hey, that's the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. I definitely recommend trying this one out if you want. There's not too many rares. It's pretty much just Tishana's and I guess that's a rare. And then those are rares. Bummer. Well, your 1-drops are rares. But yeah, 4, 8, 12, 16 rare deck. A lot of nice mythics. Give it a try. Thank you very much for watching.